So in this video, we are going to learn how to add subscriber in BotBiz on Google Form Submission. Now suppose guys you have created an online form using Google Forms and you want that whenever a user enters the detail in the form and makes a submission, you want to add that same user with the same details as subscriber in BotBiz, which is a WhatsApp bot application, WhatsApp chatbot application. Now guys, the manual process of getting the Google Form submission and adding that user manually as a subscriber in BotBiz is very much repetitive and time consuming. So in this video, we are going to see how you can automate this process. So the trigger of this automation will be receiving a new form submission in Google Forms. An action will be adding the same user with the same form submission details as a new subscriber in BotBiz. Now how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is a form which I have created using Google Form. So it is just a simple contact form where I'm asking users their first name, last name, email and phone number. Now we want that whenever a user fills the forms and submit it, we want to add that user as a subscriber as a contact in BotBiz. And to make this happen, we have to basically connect our Google Form with BotBiz. And we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration platform to do this and to automate this process. So here you can see that we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. After reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Google Forms to BotBiz. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that a workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is a trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on. Where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with a trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we have to connect our Google Form with Pabbly Connect so that every time we receive a new form submission, automatically the details of that form submission should be captured inside Pabbly Connect. And after that, using Pabbly Connect, we are going to send that form response to BotBiz and create a subscriber over there. So here in trigger window, in choose app, search for Google Forms. Just select it. And then in trigger event from the dropdown, select new response received as the trigger event. After selecting a trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. And we are going to use this webhook URL to connect Google Form with Pabbly Connect and get the form responses. And how it is done? You just have to follow the help text given below over here. Just copy the webhook URL from Pabbly Connect and then go to the form which you have created in Google Forms. After opening that form in edit mode, here you can see that right now we are in the questions tab of Google Form. We have to switch to responses, and here at this responses section, you can see an option of link to sheets. Just click on this link to sheet button, select create a new spreadsheet and click on create. And here you can see that in a new tab, a new Google spreadsheet is open in front of us. This is the exact same spreadsheet guys in which all the responses, all the form submission data from Google Forms is going to stored. And from this Google Sheet, we are going to send that form responses, that form submission data to Pabbly Connect. So what we have to do, we have to add this webhook URL in this Google spreadsheet. And to add it, just go to extensions, add-ons and click on get add-ons. After clicking on get add-ons, here you can see that we have reached to Google Workspace Marketplace. And here in search app, we have to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. So here you can see that Pabbly Connect webhooks. This add-on is already installed in my Google Sheet. You just have to install this same add-on into your own Google Sheets account. And after installing it, just refresh your Google Sheets once. This is a very important step. After refreshing our Google Sheet, once again go to extensions. And this time you can see that Pabbly Connect webhooks, this add-on can be seen over here. Just hover on it and click on Initial Setup. After clicking on Initial Setup, this box appears in front of us. And it is basically asking us 3 different things. First one is selected sheet, second one is the webhook URL, and third one is the trigger column. Now here in selected sheet guys, it has automatically selected the sheet because we have only one sheet right now in this Google spreadsheet. Then it is asking us for the webhook URL. Now here in webhook URL guys, we have to paste the same webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. Just copy it from here and paste it over here. At last, it is asking us trigger column. Now here you must be thinking, what is this trigger column? So trigger column is basically the last data entry column of our Google Sheet. So here in background, you can see that column E is going to be my trigger column because it is the last data entry column in which any of my data exists. After column E, in any of my column, none of my data does not exist. So what we are going to do, we are going to select column E as the trigger column. Select it and then just click on submit. Now when we click on submit, it is showing us setup configured successfully. So we have successfully added this webhook URL and connected this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. Now every time we are going to receive a new response in Google Form, automatically that response will be added in this Google Sheet, and from this Google Sheet, that same response will be instantly sent to Pabbly Connect. Now here guys, once again what we have to do, we'll get back to our Google Sheet. We have to go to extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks, and this time we have to select send on event. By selecting send on event, we are telling this Google Sheet, we are telling this add-on that whenever data in a new row is added till our trigger column, whenever a new form response is received, immediately, instantly send that data to Pabbly Connect. Now here guys, what we have to do, here in Pabbly Connect, it is showing us waiting for webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some data, some form submission response from Google Forms. So let's do this. We will go to the form which we have created using Google Form, and we are going to make a test form submission over here. For example, test user. This is the name of the person. This is the email address. And then this is the mobile number, the 10 digits mobile number. And then just click on submit. Now when we click on submit, we will see we have received a response in Google Form, and that same response is added into the Google Sheet. Now after this guys, you will see from this same Google Sheet, as we told you, we have connected this Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect using the webhook URL. And this same form submission data will also be received inside Pabbly Connect. And yes guys, here you can see that in our Pabbly Connect workflow, we have received the response. In this response, you can see the same form submission details. Same first name, same last name, same phone number, and the same email address. This means the form responses from Google Forms are now successfully received inside Pabbly Connect. So step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. Now after this, let's move to step 2. And in step 2, using these details which we have received from Google Forms, we have to add this user as a subscriber in BotBiz. So to make this happen, just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose apps, search for BotBiz. Just select it. And then in action event from the drop down, select the action event as add WhatsApp subscriber, because we want to add this user who has submitted the form as a subscriber in BotBiz. Click on connect and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our BotBiz account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the API token of our BotBiz account. Now here you must be thinking how you can get this API token. So to get it, just go to the dashboard of your BotBiz account, and here on the right top corner, you can see this profile option. Just click on it, and from the drop down, go to API developer. After coming to this API developer page, here you can see the API key of your BotBiz account. Just copy this API key from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And then just click on save. And when we click on save, we will see our BotBiz account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. And after making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the phone number ID. So every BotBiz account has a unique phone number ID, and we have to enter that phone number ID of our BotBiz account over here. Now to do this, to get the phone number ID, just go back to your BotBiz account, and here you have an option on the left sidebar of Connect Account. Just click on it. After coming to this page, just scroll down, and here you can see the phone number ID, the number ID of your BotBiz account. Just copy this number ID from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. If you have any kind of problems or issues of finding the phone number ID, here in the help text you can see a step-by-step guide. So you just have to refer to this help text over here and you can get the phone number ID. After entering the phone number ID, the next thing it asks us is the subscriber full name. So here guys, we have to mention the full name of the subscriber to whom we want to add in BotBiz. So we have received the name of the subscriber here in Google Form responses. This is the first name and this is the last name. And we are going to map the same response of form submission over here in this field of subscriber full name. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and in the drop down, here you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Google Forms. And out of all of these responses, select this response of first name and map it over here. After this, just add a space and from the drop down, select the response of last name as well. And in this way, we have successfully mapped the same name which the user has entered while submitting the form, and we have mapped it over here. Now after this, it is asking us for the phone number, and the help text says enter the subscriber's phone number in the designated field, include the country code. So we have to enter the phone number, the WhatsApp number which we have received from Google Form submission, and we also have to mention the country code. So we have received the response of phone number from Google Form responses. So we are going to map the same response of phone number over here. Just click here and from the drop down, select the response of phone number and it will be mapped. But it is also asking us to add the country code of the user. Now, if you want, you can directly get the country code on the form submission itself. Like you can mention in your Google form which you have created to enter the phone number with country code. But if you haven't, then you can manually enter the country code of the user over here as well. Like I'm in India. So here guys, I have added the country code of India, that is 91 before this number. So this 91 is going to be static, and whatever phone number, whatever 10 digits mobile number the user is going to enter while submitting the form, the same number will be added over here. After mapping the phone number, just click on Save and Send Test Request. So as we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the details which we have mapped over here means with this name and this phone number, a new subscriber is created in our BotBiz account. So we will go to BotBiz and we will go to Subscriber Manager section. And yes guys, here you can see that test user is been added as a new subscriber in my BotBiz account. This is the same phone number and this is the same name, and you can see just now we have added this subscriber. Now this means guys, the automation workflow which we have created using Pabbly Connect between Google Forms and BotBiz is working perfectly fine. Now here guys, every time we are going to receive a new form response in Google Forms, automatically with the same details, a subscriber will be added in BotBiz. So after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once in real time. We will go to the same form which we have created using Google Form, and we are going to make another submission over here. Let's enter the first name as, for example, demo user. Just a second. Demo user, this is the full name. Then let's add the email address as well. And let's enter the mobile number too. So here we are going to enter another mobile number and click on submit. So just now we have received a new response, a new form submission in Google Form. And by using this automation, we will see instantly within seconds, automatically, the same user will be added as a new subscriber in BotBiz. So let's refresh this subscriber page in BotBiz. And yes guys, here you can see that demo user, that same user whose details we have entered just now while submitting the form, has been added as a subscriber in our BotBiz account. This means the automation workflow which we have created in this video is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation workflow, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down to your suggestion, and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.